Welcome back, disc golf fans, to the third and final round of the LWS Open at Idlewild, presented by Dynamic Discs and the Natty, a Disc Golf Pro Tour Elite Series event, the final one before we reach the playoffs. I'm Nathan Queen, joined by Gatekeeper's own Nick Hansen.
Hello, disc golfers. How are we doing today? We are here at this beautiful course, and we have some great weather today, Nathan. I'm excited to watch our cards play it out.
Yeah, beautiful scoring conditions, a little bit on the warm side, but that's expected in August. We've got Evan Scott, Bradley Williams, Matthew Orum, and Jeremy Koling, all within a stroke of each other, and looking to make a push on this lead card.
Yeah, we got quite a packed leaderboard here. You could see moves from quite a ways down the leaderboard if someone really put a round together. Getting into our card here, and our first player, Evan Scott, Discraft sponsored player, putting at the Roach. Gonna see some of those zones out there, throwing the buzz for mid-range, Raptors, Z-Forces, and Nukes out there.
And then Bradley Williams putting with that Nexus Firefly, gonna be throwing some Mako 3s and Pigs out there. Most likely some T-Birds along with the Draco and Wraith. Might see some Destroyer on hole one.
Yeah, gonna want to be hitting those fairways today. But next up, Matt Orum. Gonna be the judge, the warden, and the harp for those putters. And then on to the drivers, we're gonna see that Felon, the Flow, and the River.
And Jeremy Koling back on the card again, just like Matty O. Putting with that Galactic KC Pro Firefly. Gonna upshot with the AVR X3 and mortars. To see Thunderbird, Firebird, Slab, and might see that Star Halo Boss on hole one. Speaking of hole one, here we are at it, 638 feet. Pretty low wind today. I'd say lowest of the three. Maybe a bit of left to right tailwind, so really gonna help an overstable right-handed backhand shot. Try to reach this pin.
From Duncan, South Carolina, Evan Scott.
Yeah, with this same wind we saw earlier in the week, we've seen some shots get down there, so I wouldn't be surprised if we maybe had some eagle looks.
Yeah, 3 the first day, but none yesterday, so definitely more like day one today. Evan Scott out of the Carolinas, showing out pretty strong this year. First year fully on tour, and had his name on a lot of leaderboards. Got himself a Silver Series win, I believe.
Yeah, up in Montana, I want to say. Good line there, just a little low out of the hand.
Texas, Bradley Williams.
And well-known Innovo player Bradley Williams, been around quite a while. On tour, has lots of Texas wins. Making a good showing here on Chase Card final day. Very smooth shot there, not looking for that eagle play. It gets out into a good position for a very short pitch up.
Throwing third from Creola, Alabama, Matthew Orum.
Matty O has been with us all week here. Be exciting to see him make a push for the top.
Looks like same shirt, different background colors on it today. Yesterday looked a little Miami. I can't quite tell what this one is. As gets over on that one just a little bit, but still going to be in fine position for a birdie.
335 card from Charlotte, North Carolina, Jeremy Koling.
No stranger to the disc golf scene here. Jumping under our coverage here with quite a good round. Quite a good round so far.
Yeah, great first day. Started off hot. A little bit slow yesterday, but came on really strong with that 7-pack of birdies. And able to make his way back here to Chase Card. Looks like he is going big, trying to attack for the eagle look. Gets a great flight here. Well executed. A bit over on that right side. We'll see if he has to deal with that tree by the basket or not. Uh-oh.
Ooh, Matty O getting over on that four-handed. Just connecting with that center tree in the fairway. He's going to be needing to get up and down now for his par.
Yeah, a bit of an unforced error. This usually plays as the easiest hole on the course. It's the third easiest today. It's Bradley Williams showing you why with a very touch putter shot.
Yeah, players really want to get a birdie on this first hole to get the round started with, like you said, one of the easier holes in the course.
Evan getting a bit of a tough roll away. Hopefully he won't have to deal with many branches. And not bad for Matty O, but a little bit farther than you want your par putt to be. And Germ is going to have to just kind of pitch up on that one.
Yeah, unfortunate to be that close and not really have anything for an eagle look. Matty O with a good putt there to save his par here on hole 1.
Much needed. Definitely can't bogey this one to get your round started if you're trying to make a push. 66% of the field did card the birdie on this one. Evan Scott, bit of an obstructed putt here.
Count it. Evan getting a good start there that we were talking about with that birdie. Jeremy as well for his birdie putt.
Nicely done. Kind of what you expect off of the tee. Final day, can't mess around.
No. Bradley's so close, he's able to putt with that bag on, and we're head on over to hole 2. 601 foot par 4. This is a great 2-shot hole. We're going to need to get all the way out of this gap here. The landing zone somewhere in there. Most players will throw either a putter or a mid-range across. You do have the green fading away towards that water. Evan up here first, going with the forehand.
Oh, nice shot.
Inside line, but looking good.
Nice shot, Evan.
Yeah, it worked out well. Ideally, you'd like that to stand up just a little bit so you're not pushing all that rough on the right side, but works out nicely. Bradley Williams doesn't throw the forehand too often. Gonna go with backhand roller here. He's able to get up and out of those rocks, and that is a fantastic position.
What a move you put on that one.
I think he's going to be able to see the pin there and can just kind of throw a standstill putter shot if he chooses. And you can't throw it much better than that.
Yeah, that had quite a good amount of speed on it. Just need to go right or left of that.
Yeah, just right at that tree. This is standing up a little bit much, but sneaks through there on the left side.
Thank you.
Interesting shot from there. I think forehand plays better, honestly, from that spot for a little flex. But backhand can play, just more likely to skip down that hill.
Jeremy with a good second there, but he's going to be laying up for his par likely.
Yeah, likely understable mid-range. Get it to stand up and drift a little bit. He's going to get around that tree. That tree marks about 50 feet, so he's going to be 38 maybe. A scary putt for his birdie. Oh, can't do it much better.
Absolute park job from Matty O on that upshot, folks. Just stands the entire time while pushing forward. Matches that hillside as soon as it gets there and sits down perfectly.
Yeah, backhand plays better when you've got touch like that.
Bradley trying to do the same here.
Very common. Something you're going to see a lot on this hole. Not wanting to push it and end up OB. Just not quite cresting that hill enough. It leaves you a pretty scary putt. It's maybe 35 feet here for Evan.
Great putt putt there to start. 2 long ones for birdies now.
Yeah, longer circle 1 putt, a little bit obstructed, and then downhill, scary putt. Missing, most likely going OB, able to connect. 2 down to start the round. Bradley Williams pulls this one a little bit off to the right side. Germ with a well-executed par after catching that tree in the middle. Can't get too greedy from there without ended up sketchy towards that OB. Bradley Williams is able to clean up that par.
And Matt Orum tapping in for birdie. Doesn't get much better than that right there, folks.
Yeah, just 4% of the field parked it, so 1 of 4 right there. Moving into hole 3, 656-foot par 4. Gotta get ideally inside of those 2 trees that you just saw with the forehand. Get a little bit of skip to get up over the crest of that hill so you can have about 300 feet in. Backhand roller will play as well. You can throw backhand air shot, but it makes the line a little bit tight.
That's coming in hot.
Wow.
No way.
Wow.
Either on the road or huge. Yeah, hard to
That
say.
was so big.
Yeah, I haven't, only the second year for this hole, but I have not seen that yet.
Wow, that's incredible.
Just never wanted to cut for him. Got so much speed on it.
Hey, I still know how to throw a roll.
Looks like Matt Orum going to get his to turn at the right time. Stayed just short of that tree. Should be in a pretty good position.
I'm still baffled by how long that stayed straight.
Yeah, definitely haven't seen that. And interesting, we saw 4 forehands yesterday, I think. And so far, 3 for 3 on the backhand roller. Bradley Williams puts himself in a good spot. Here's one of those forehands.
Yeah, this is more of the Jeremy line, I feel like. He throws that forehand flip up so well, and
Should be good.
you get all the way to that far.
Yeah, that got far enough that the low ceiling shouldn't really hinder his play as far as distance. And looks like Evan had to deal with some weird footing, and you can tell on the plant that he just never quite had that timing right.
No, that's unfortunate there. Bradley was second. Also quite short there. Gonna catch that early shrubbery. And gonna fall outside of circle 2.
Yeah, I like the reeds that they left right there. It's it definitely makes this hole more of a par 4. Without those there, pretty easy to access this green. You got to get over them and have your speed right to not hit the branches. And Matty O not quite able to get that right either. Might have fought through a little bit.
And I would say, especially now with how well everybody's putting, the putting has been so elevated from just even a few years back that circle 2 putts are becoming more and more routine for these players.
No circle 2 putt there for Big Germ. Puts himself well inside circle 1. Looking to get the birdie. Evan Scott trying to get up and down for par. Just outside the bullseye. Still has a little bit left.
Bradley almost giving it a little bit of a run there from the reeds.
Looks like Matt Orum did push through. Tried to give it a bid. Good height. Putting up that hill. Gave it a chance.
Evan's gonna make his putt for bogey there.
Yeah, tough hole. Not something you really expect to happen. I don't think.
Not a lot of OB expect from this hole, I would say, for most people. Orum for his par.
Yeah, 42% of the field taking the birdie on this hole.
Ooh, that's a pretty good number there.
Yeah. Jeremy Koling looking to be the solo birdie on here on Chase Card.
So the slammer, it doesn't fly as far as the harp, but that's exactly what I designed it for. It was designed for me to be able to throw hard with the real severe angles, a lot of flex shots, and it's a unique spot in the bag. So that's why I think it's becoming so popular.
All right, we're back here at hole 4, 722 feet. Players must clear the water first and land roughly in here so that way they can attack this small gap to get across to the green. Very tough two-shot par 4.
Yeah, I think it's a great par 4. One of the holes that's been around, this is the second year now. 2 different water carries. And a pretty tight gap to hit. You really have to be in a great place off of the tee to have a clean gap to hit.
Yeah, we saw Matty O in the previous round lay up to the gap to then go across. So even with being all the way up there in the tree line.
Yeah, that one tree you can see standing out right now is about 480 feet off of the tee. So, pretty long way to get to that gap as well. If Matty O ends up a bit short, he's going to be in a position I'm sure not many have been in, just barely across that water. Nicely placed there from Bradley, but pretty far back from the gap.
Yeah, you really need to be within about, I would say, 30 to 40 feet of that gap for you to attack it comfortably.
Yeah, that's the spot. Good shot. Okay.
This hyzer's out. Gonna be a little short as well.
Yeah, beautiful backhand shot there. That's seems to be a difficult one to execute on this hole. Easy to fade out too far left, which makes that gap a lot tighter. Matty O far enough back that he is not even going to think about it, and not the greatest positioning there.
No, not ideal. Can get through the gap, but
Yeah, definitely still reasonable to get a par, but you would, if you placed it somewhere, it wouldn't be there.
journeys through, but he's gonna have a circle 2 left for birdie.
Bradley is a bit farther back, but put himself right in the center of that gap. He's able to hit it, get right around circle's edge, going to have himself a birdie look. And the best spot of the group, right where you want to be at, just short of that gap.
Oh, and just catching a little branch as it goes through the gap, unfortunately.
That took tons of speed off of it. I thought it was still flying a little bit.
Oh, Matty O.
Working out nicely. Actually had a pretty open gap right there. We haven't seen that too often on that left side.
Oh, what? It was like center chains, the left side basket, right side basket, and out. A lot of metal there.
Yeah, it hit the inside of the back of the basket. Germ not giving that one a chance to do any type of bouncing out. Keeping the putter hot from yesterday. Gonna hit big circle 2 right there.
He's going to need that to push up the leaderboard. But that he can do if he keeps it hot.
Yeah, great start to the round. 3 down through 4.
Bradley just a little high for his birdie bid.
Again, we've got a high number of birdies on this hole. As Matt Orum able to take a par, but 41% of the field taking a birdie.
Competition's just getting better and better. Bradley Williams for par.
Ooh, and a poorly timed woo in the background. Seemed like it took a little bit of ump out of that putt, but he is able to get it in over the basket just barely. As Evan Scott also cleans up his par. Moves us into hole 5, played as the hardest hole on the course yesterday, but the 5th most difficult today, as there were a lot more birdies. 432 feet, our first par 3 of the day. People want to get that 2 today.
They're hungry. It's Championship Sunday, and you know, with that water on the left side, if you're going for that 2, it's easy to get out of bounds. This looks great, though.
Can't draw it up any better. Using the momentum of that circle 2 putt on the last hole, brings it straight into hole 5 with this beautiful flex shot. Bullseye.
Hey, baby.
Got that whisker tickler.
Let's see if Matt can follow that line there.
And has the right line, but not enough height on it. Gonna be in that par land.
You really got to commit to this one with getting it up in the air and getting it over. You're going to get inside the circle.
Bradley seems to be pretty much on that line that Germ threw, but not quite enough height, and didn't seem to quite be as fast of a disc either.
Looks to have put a pretty good move on this, but it's going to come up short inside that circle 2 area.
That's a sketchy area during round 3 when you're trying to decide if you're making that push or not. Right around that 45. Bradley just a bit too far back and right behind that tree. I think Evan's going to have a decision to make. Looks like he's thinking birdie.
A little short. Good thing it sat.
Yeah, best case scenario for a run and a miss is Matty O. Able to clean up another par. Looked a little bit scared. That might have been a bit right side.
He's out here scrambling this afternoon so far. But he keeps that up and he, just starts patching in a couple birdies. He's going to be looking just fine.
Yeah, Bradley as well. Just kind of parring along with one birdie so far. Germ, though, he started 4 through 5, gobble gobble. Got himself a turkey now.
Right on to hole 6, 555-foot par 4. You have a Mando on the right side there. As you're going to throw down this tunnel, we'll see some sidearms. We might see some rollers, but if you can get in this area, it's going to be your best chance to approach this green. Going to have OB surrounding it. Very tough hole. Jeremy going with the roller.
Go right.
That took a big bounce to start in.
Yeah, and it
Fortunately, going to find that OB on that left side river.
bounced him right into that river on the left. We've seen Matty O go air shot the first 2 rounds, which is so tough to execute. This does not look as good as the first 2.
Oh, it's cut rolling. Oh, and he catches something and stays in on that cut roll.
And I'm going to say he got the lucky break on that one because he is choosing the most difficult shot you possibly can off of this tee shot. As Bradley Williams, a master of backhand turnovers, is also going to go with that roller. And works out well for him. He should have a nice little overstable putter or mid-range if you like it, but just kind of a hyzer shot from where he's at. Evan Scott looking to get some of that distance that he got on 3.
Oh, but turning over much faster this time. And Bradley, same territory. So here's Orum's second.
And looks like he's going to be on scrambling for that par again. Shouldn't be too bad from where he's at to get up and down for par, but pretty out of position for the birdie look.
Jeremy must be eyeing up this third in the out of bounds.
Yeah, there's a little line over there.
Oh, he gets a kick to stay on the green. Oh, man.
And what a play. Has an opportunity to save the par now. Going on the tough side of the fairway. Not much over there. Here's that little putter stall shot.
Good shot.
Great execution from Bradley Williams there. Really is bread and butter on those touch putter shots.
Evan Scott, patent pending style. A bit too stable. and gets just too much of a kick. Looked like it could have been good to lay him up, but ends up skipping into that OB. He's going to have a circle's edge putt for par. And Matty O proving me wrong, saying I do have a chance for birdie. Just catching the band.
Yeah, I feel like most of these guys, anytime they're within 90, they've got a chance these days.
So no eagles the first 2 rounds on this hole, but there were 3 today.
3 of them.
Randon Latta making it from circle 2. Luke Taylor put it in circle 1 and able to connect for eagle. I had a very surprising and exciting moment and had my first ever forehand throw in today.
Really?
About 163 feet. Oh, man.
That one had to feel good.
Yeah, it's not an ace, but my forehand doesn't do stuff like that, so I'm excited to get that working.
Katrina Allen! Maria Oliva! She's done it! Kristen Tatar!
Side, Ananda! Stacy Delavier! Champion Open at Austin! Paige Pierce!
Moving into hole 7, 484-foot par 4. Got to get over this OB through that small gap. Ideally land right here so you have a straight shot just over 200 feet up this pretty steep hill. Difficult to really get in the ideal position. Got to get over this OB, try to move right, and just deal with your lie from there.
Find himself safe on that left side, but likely a difficult approach from over there. Jeremy putting what looks like a good move on it. Gonna get that skip slightly up the hill, but also pushed a little long. That ideal landing zone that you were talking about. It's great to get there, but it's so hard to.
So difficult. Those 3 trees that Jeremy Koling's behind right now is a common zone to be at, and those 3 trees right there are what make that shot so difficult. You really have to shape it through those. And this well inside, not quite catching that sneak, and he is going to kick out of bounds. Proceed to this very difficult drop zone shot.
Yeah, as you see there, folks, it's a pretty small tunnel that you got to hit, and going significantly uphill. Evan's going to get about halfway up that fairway. Bradley here now. Oh, that looks like a great angle. No way.
Beautiful sidearm. Forehand shot there from Bradley Williams. Gets the angle that he wants, not too worried about the speed because it's uphill. And catches himself inside the circle.
Matteo, unfortunately, just needing to pitch back to the fairway to get himself into a playing position.
Very well executed pitch out there. He got past those 3 trees that caused you a lot of trouble. So should have, from where he was at, the easiest approach that he could have gotten himself. There you have it. Scrambling on the day.
Another one. Here's Evan.
This go in.
Along there. Give himself a circle putt, though.
Jerem just inside the circle. Caught up one of these trees and keeps the hot round going.
Another one.
Yeah, save par on the last one with an OB stroke and able to connect on a long circle 1 putt here. 5 down through 7.
Evan's going to clean up that for bogey. Bad after going OB off the tee. Here's Bradley for birdie.
And 3 eagles on the last hole. This is not a hole you expect to see eagles on, but Brody Smith throwing it in from just over 200 today.
Wow. Sidearm, you think?
I have no idea.
All right, we're moving into hole 8. Par 5 at only 576. If players can get into this zone here, it leaves them room to attack the green and go for that eagle. We could see some here from our cards with the sidearms that we have. Very tight and hard to access green though. Bradley Williams up here first, going with the turnover sidearm. Kind of a force over.
Nice shape.
Oh, yeah. Gets through that gap nicely. Going to be out open space in front of him, so should be able to traverse his way down that second part of the fairway.
Good shot from Jeremy. If he just had a little more height though, it would have been well out of that opening.
Good turn today, Matt.
And pretty similar position to Germ, but a much different type of shot. Germ went on the flippier side of a disc and ended up over left. Matteo went very overstable and let it pan out. And 2 no's up there for Evan Scott. Gonna be in a tough position. Sweet. I'm sure he appreciates that kick.
Nice little glance there. Jeremy Koling second.
Jeremy, get lucky, please.
Oh, and he knew it out of the hand. He had let it go a little early out to the right, and he's kicked pretty hard off to the right side. We'll see how far he got. Matteo again going very overstable, but kind of burns it over. Going to be in great position to get a birdie now.
He is. Luckily, he caught that hillside, slowed him down, kept him in the fairway.
Yeah, so today's round on this hole may question whether this hole is a par 5 or not anymore.
Really?
It's still difficult par 4, but averaged as a 4.14. Yeah, so 4.1 on the day. 72% of the field getting a birdie or better. 51 players birdied, 19 players got the 3.
Ooh, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of eagles on Championship Sunday.
Yeah, 19 eagles, 21 pars. So almost as many eagles as pars on this one today. People getting aggressive.
Oh, what an out by Jeremy. You often feel like you're in jail on that right side, but he can circle one there.
Yeah, looks like he's still going to get his birdie. Matteo also going to be dropping in his first birdie since hole 2, I believe, after scrambling this whole round.
Yeah, he sure has been.
Oh, baby.
Oh, Bradley. He's been hitting a lot of metal from circle 2, but just been a little too hot today.
And Evan Scott, after being well off the fairway on the first off of the tee, able to scramble up there for a birdie, gets himself back to even.
Yeah, see, like that's a tough one. Off the fairway like that on the beginning of the hole and still getting a birdie.
Quote unquote birdie. I like it. I like the par 5. I was just pointing out stats, that's all. Bradley Williams cards himself a turkey. Moves us into hole 9. Just the second par 3 of the day so far, 258 feet. A little putter shot, little stand up if you've got it. You can go forehand. Very difficult to get it to stop as it slopes downhill very quickly. I think right-handed backhand putter shot stops and is easiest to place yourself close to the basket.
Yeah, a little confused, honestly, from that Bradley shot there. I would think he would throw the putter, but, you know, goes with the sidearm. Jeremy is well going with it, and also leaving it inside there. That Orum up. It's looking better.
Yeah, very overstable disc. And is going to end up catching that roll. It's so difficult.
Goodness.
It's so difficult to stop. If you go overstable to try to control your distance like he did, then you've got that opportunity to roll. And if you throw something glidey, then you just don't stop. It keeps going down that hill. So hard to execute.
Yeah, very touchy.
Take something hard up there. Got into it.
As there you have it again. He gets a good log right there. Gonna be just outside circle one, possibly inside the edge.
Yes, skip from on top of the circle like that and end up below the circle. Pretty wild. Oh, man. Bradley getting a little bit of a roll there, too.
Oh my God, Koling. Koling? What is that, dude?
And upset with himself after playing well to this point. Having a tough little. These par threes can get you out here,
They
you know.
do.
This is just the second one of the day, so you're not used to this type of shot at the moment. And it's gotten Germ on this one. He's going to be putting for bogey now. Where is this? He's so far down there.
Rolled 120, 140 feet deep.
Evan Scott, just a little bit left side.
Yeah, unfortunate there. High
Yeah.
left.
Lots of hyzer on that putt. Makes it very difficult for it to catch anywhere, really, besides center. As hole 9 bringing in some struggles on our card.
Yeah. I think we're about to play it 2 over as a card.
Germ is in for the bogey. First one of the round. Still 5 under through 9. Matteo threw a good shot. Caught a pretty mean roll away, but still able to get his par.
Seeing some bogeys here in this par 3. Not ideal.
There you have front 9 results. Matteo, only one able to keep the card clean, but Jeremy Koling had the most birdies. He's able to jump out to the lead on the card. Gannon Burrs got the lead on the field.
4-stroke lead going into this back 9. I think he can close it out, but, you know, Calvin Heinberg coming up behind. You never know.
Yeah, Calvin seems to be right there every event this year. Fun to watch all these guys absolutely shred this course out here at Idlewild. Really enjoying watching this coverage. Thank you guys for tuning in to Gatekeeper Media. Make sure you like and subscribe. For Nick Hansen, I'm Nathan Queen. We'll see you guys out there.